Hello everyone, welcome back if you return to the channel, and welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're new, hello, I'm Shikyo Sendo. I play video games for fun, and I write under the pen name JW Ashtier. If you're interested in any fantasy stories using global mythology with a sapphic main character, feel free to check the link in the description. It will take you to an Amazon listing in which you can buy my book. About $5, so do not feel that you need to, but I would personally appreciate if you do. I am a personal self-published author, so I kind of need to do these little videos to get the word out about my book. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in it. Take care. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age the Veilguard. Off screen, I don't really know what I did. I probably explored, but that's about it. Today's set is going to be dedicated to us going and recruiting our Dragon Hunter, doing How to Train a Griffin, and we will progress the story a little bit afterwards. Now, I'm going to state this right at the gate. I will not be saving after that. I will actually be reloading because I'll explain in greater detail why, but it comes in handy, to say the least. Either way, let's get to it. Off to Ravane. We will bring... I never actually traveled with Amaric and this character, so let's travel.
Hey.
Tosh?
Yep.
Rook, I hear you need help.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
Let's move.
I really like Dosh. There are a
So
lot of
what's
people
the
who
plan
don't
exactly?
like them,
We need
but
to lure the Vincimer out of her lair.
it makes sense
I set bait. She
why
comes out to eat. My
they are
partners
this
loot
way.
the lair
You
while she's out
understand
here.
their story.
We'll find the bait on the beach.
Most people
You
I've
said the
seen that
dragon
don't
we're
like
dealing with
Dash
was a
is
Vincent.
because
Yeah.
of some
Blue with the
reasons.
yellow belly. Breathes
But
lightning.
it's always
I wish I'd
beginning
never
of the
prepared
story
for
that they start hating them.
We're not fighting her.
I like them better.
Lords
this
just
way.
Oh,
want the horde in her lair.
But enough of that. Let's get to
On
this.
Tom ahead.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit
Be
the mic.
ready. They go
Scratch
hard.
my ear. There we go.
Watch yourself.
Ow,
They're
rude.
Gatlock cannons.
Did not mean to use that. Ow. Rude. I've been playing
Eat shit.
Thea a lot, so I'm used to them right now. Boop. Fuck off. Heal up. There we go. Come on, there we go. Kindly stop.
Come on. You're
It's
not
off.
bigger than me.
Oh wait. Yep, just a mute iframe right there.
So you've got no problem with the Kunari?
I'm from Ravane. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes.
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antom don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
Oh,
Tell me, Tash, what made you want to join us?
I don't.
Thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. Didn't remember.
fair point. Glacial Talus. Okay. Huh. Damage decreases with the current mana. That's actually pretty good for my build. Yeah, let's put the Glacial Talus. Give me some more mana, regeneration, some more oomph, you know? Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
Look there! Deep stalkers!
Stalkers!
They find us.
He's up to kill. Although it's really weird. The aren't these fuckers supposed to be in the deep?
Quite a few of them. Dragons have big stomachs.
No. It's off. Oop, didn't I mean that. You hit the wrong button. I'm used to my mage being on my right side.
Larger specimen.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
Oh boy. You. There we go. No. It dug it. It borrowed it. Borrowed it. Oh, it did. Cool. Stay frozen. Much better. Oh boy.
They attack from a distance!
Oh, just rude.
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So
Okay.
we held up our end of the bargain.
You did okay.
Give me that.
So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, it's believed that dragons are immune to the blight. We learned in Dragon Age 2, I believe it was, that dragons could get blighted, but they have a natural resistance to it. Their body's able to fight off the infection and dispel it. But there are possible ways of it getting infected, usually through like a massive source. So yeah.
There you go. A task curry.
Where are
So
we
pretty.
headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
Vincima responded quickly to the horn.
This time,
You fed her before?
took a while to get her used to it.
Sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
Not wrong there.
Vinsomers are clumsy on land, better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Nice. As a fun side note, any dragon you see with wings is a female dragon. The males of their species don't have wings. So that means every archdemon we've ever fought, because they're all infected, they're all high dragons that have been infected by the blight, have been female dragons, which is cool. Hi.
She came rather close.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Yeah. This is a answer to a puzzle. So right, left, back. Go down.
This was quite a fortress. Why was it abandoned?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
And here's where we solve it. So right. Oop. Left. Back. And they're kind enough to give us a ladder. Gimme. Nice. Onward.
I see the Untarm have arrived.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
This will save me a little bit of trouble later on. Later on, there'll be a pole right there we can use. It's part of a small little side quest. Do that. Howdy.
Shit. More on Tom.
Ugh. Yeah, piss
You're not
off.
even supposed to be here.
A little too close. Or too far away.
Got some range.
Nope, up. Yeah.
Weak dust people? I'll show you weak dust people!
It's actually a fun reference. It's what the Talbashas are referred to as by the Qun.
Come on, let's keep
They
looking.
are, their soul is dust. They're basically calling
So
us
the
less than
Untarm took over the
Talbashas.
outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravane and the Qunari were at peace forever. Then the Antam broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Qunari builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antam take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
Because they are specialized warriors. They're S10. Each Qunari has a job, and they're only ever taught that job. So if shit like this happens, they just become raiders. The only thing they can do is take. They can't make their own things.
Grapples, nets. The Antam are going after the Vinsomer.
Surely the dragon can defend herself against the Untarm.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've
Fair.
been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
What? Also, I did do a little bit of change to Runa. Nothing major. I just made her a little taller. She's supposed to be, at least story-wise, when I designed her, about as tall as Tosh is. For those that don't know, each of the characters I'm playing are based around characters from a book I'm writing. Runa is based after a deity of darkness. Hence why I chose to make her a mage. She's supposed to be. I describe her as a tall figure with dark hair and pale skin. Thea is going to be appearing in my second book, and Alphathol is a main character in the first book. That is an important figure to the main character. Hence why he's a warrior.
Fantastic!
And Thea is an alchemist. What's the word? I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I always do. Artificer? She crafts her own things. But is a absolute monster when it comes to potion brewing. Every time. You. Tash. I was referring to Tash.
Watch for incoming!
Trying to. And piss off. Cerebots, fuck off. And it's still not going to be as strong. It's still not going to be as big as it can be. I'm not going to be happy to like drop that ability and nuke the entire area. Alright, got that. Hold on. There is supposed to be loot. Oh, didn't drop it. Odd. I'm having to think of something different. Or a different time.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala! Atash Martarost! Asitarala! Kyuto!
Yunasi Bishidam.
Tarala! Come on!
Okay, so I looked up Atash. I don't know if it actually has a meaning. It probably does. But the closest I can get to a proper translation is Atashi, which means the glorious one. So my assumption is she was named Atash, which means glorious.
Has them now! Yes, final call!
Yeah, no, fuck you. Cute. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, shot close. Oh, that was a mess.
Ready!
Piss off.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah?
That display of fire we just witnessed. You're not a mage, are you, Taj?
No. Did you want to expand on your answer at all?
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
We may be freeing her, but I expect the Vincima will be agitated after what she's been through.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. Hopefully she just flies off.
Fair, fair.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
In case you didn't notice, I was wrong by the name. I was actually looking up what Tasha's name meant and found out it was Evatosh. I found it during the cutscene right before Tasha's mother mentioned it. Sorry. Still don't know what it means, but the closest we can get is Tosh means dragon. Eva, not really entirely sure yet. I have to look up more Ghilan'nain stuff.
We expect some dragon trouble, so we need a dragon hunter. You'll feel right at home.
Hooray.
Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Your mother doesn't mince words. I like that.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
The Antom hate magic. They always talk about how much better Qunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Antom wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Ghilan'nain has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone is met.
So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours, until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. That's why I recruited you. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Oh boy. By the by, the reason why Runa is being so soft, she has a soft spot for assassins. Little holdover from her origins of, of being the goddess of darkness in my story. She protects thieves and assassins as best as she can. Alright, so this is the important thing. I mentioned this when we last said, I believe. Excuse me. This happens whenever the companion is goes through the traumatic event. In this case, it would be Treviso. Nev would have had to with Minrathous. There are no other ways to get hardened companions, but there is also no way to remove the harder status ailment. They are focused. They'll be able to do more damage with their abilities, but they can't give supportive abilities. Your relationship with them will develop a lot slower. It still increases, but it's much slower, so keep that in mind. My advice, try to bring them with you as much as you can, especially in missions that you know they would want to be a part of. So if we do anything with the gods, I'm going to bring Lucanus with me, or Nev with the other characters. If I'm going to Treviso, Lucanus is automatically in. Stuff like that. I also just recommend doing that when you go to a location with the characters are from. Arlathan's going to have Balara, Ravane is going to have Tash, and so on. Makes things a bit easier. However, due to the hardened status ailment, they will probably be the last person you finish. So keep that in mind. Alright, Ravane unlocked. Alright, we have some side stuff to do. Book club notes? What? I like this. I love that they have a book club. It's cute. Let's go talk to Tosh. Worry about that later. We have something with Davrin. Oh yeah, we also have a little side quest we can do. Well, not side quest, a little side bit.
Dweller.
This type of thing happens after story progressions. I mentioned earlier that we gained access to that area after we unlocked the lighthouse. This one's unlocked after we unlocked all the characters. And it's probably best to get these done out of the way as soon as possible. Manfred, come on, buddy. You win this round, Manfred. Boop. Alright, next one. Putting it in. Here we go. Boop.
Another helper waits between the facing gods.
Thank you, caretaker. And this... Power up.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
So, with this, workshop upgrades are now cheaper. Yay! I think we only get one more after this. Alright, now we go talk to Davrin. So yes, it's a lot easier to upgrade now.
The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
Davrin!
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. so I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
You want pictures of monsters? I can provide some corpses.
A corpse? Nah. Now, if you pose next to a Vartero still breathing down your neck, I'll think about it.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half lion, half eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. I'll see you around.
That was an interesting reference, the Vartero. We've only come across them a few times in Dragon Age. One in Dragon Age Witch Hunt, or Origins Witch Hunt, I should say. And the other was in Dragon Age 2. It's kind of cool. It's a giant spider-like creature, just as a by-the-by. Alright, let us grab... I only need Davrin. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, let's do this quest. Then we'll probably call it. There might be one more thing we do. We'll see.
Hey there, Rook.
Hello, Davrin. Sorry, I had a cough.
Let's get going.
Let's.
I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the Griffons. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. The, what do you call it? Turlum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the Griffons' favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Asan how to find some.
Sounds good to me. Let's hunt some truffles. Turn him into a boar. Alright. Knock, knock. Howdy.
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
We do like our history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
That must have gone over well with the clan.
They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting.
I forgot to do something before jumping and getting that. I'm an idiot. I was also kind of hoping for more. Learning more about Rook's life. Because we're an elf. Well, we could be a city elf too. Two more. Bam. Makes things a little easier getting back here. Health. God, that's so pretty. Still, every time. I'm gonna point out something important. I did this every single time. It's important. So, across this lake, I'm not going to solve this puzzle right now. I'll do it in a special guide video later. You can see this little orb thing. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Zoom in. Right in front of that elf wooden statue thing. That is a part of a 3-piece set. These 3 items, plus another side quest we will be doing later, will unlock a hidden ending. I'm going to record where to find all 3 of these later on, but just know this is where you find one of them. The other involves doing a side quest in the Necropolis. And the third, if memory serves, is in the Crossroads and is tied to the 3 cores that we need to find a really powerful the door that's locked by 3 cores. Let's go with that. Anything special here? No. Well, I'll take this.
What are you doing? That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, purrs when you scratch him. Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look around for truffles.
I want to pet him.
Ow! That was a thorn.
Keep looking.
Nug droppings. Ugh.
The nugs pretty much own Arlithan Fort.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
Maybe he just got lucky.
Hey now, watch your tone.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember, Turlum. Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if he can find any more of these.
And it feeds on.
Find some nugs, see what happens. So how did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees.
Way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own...
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There must be easier causes than fighting Darkspawn all your life.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat.
Haven't yet.
Sorry, I was looking up the Way of 3 Trees. I'm just going to read this. It is Dalish philosophy, espoused by the clan's hunters in the spirit of the elven goddess of the hunt, Andriel. It teaches young Dalish hunters to respect nature and be resolute in purpose. You have the Virasan, the Way of the Arrow. Fly straight and do not waver, or alternatively, be swift and silent, strike true and do not waver. Via Borasan, the way of the bow, bend but never break, or alternatively, as the sapling bends, so much you, in yielding, find resilience, and pliancy, find strength. And lastly, sorry, getting comfortable. Via Elgar'nan, whatever. The way of the forest, which is also known as way of the woods. Receive the gifts of the hunt with mindfulness. A Daedalus Mage apprentice, or a first to a keeper, would also be taught subjects like magic and history, rather than the way of the hunters, or the Vir Tanadahal of the hunters. Vir Tanadahal appears to be the philosophical opposite of Vir Atashan, the way of peace, belonging to Andriel's sister Selise, that is taught to Daedalish healers. Chantry's sister Koshtu teaches her followers the way of the forest, means each tree can exist separately but still be a part of the greater forest. It's unknown if this is a misinterpretation of the Daedalish culture, or if the Daedalish will also apply via Elgar'nan outside of hunting. So just philosophy. One little side note. Figured since I'm playing an elf, I might as well do a little bit of elven history as well. Nug. Look at them all!
I think Hassan's got something. Why don't you take a look?
Not before we do that. Frost Branch, which actually might be good. Text. Not frozen enemies when their shield breaks. Critical attacks. Nah, kind of like Glacial Rod more.
I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Well, you proved me wrong, Hassan. I guess we know who the smart one is.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
It's for your own good, Hassan.
Listen to her. It's a dangerous world. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
I'm a Grey Warden. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Be careful. All it takes is one miss.
Death always wins. Sooner or later. Can't live your life worrying about that. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go.
I like the idea that he's listening to Runa more than he is Davrin. Just kind of cute. Alright. Important. I'm gonna mention this right now. If we do, boy. Let me go down this way first. Go. Huh. The branch isn't down. Weird. Oh lord. Never mind, I guess. There's a path up that way that's supposed to be unlocked. that will lead us to a side quest. This, make sure to do this by next set, at least if you're following along with me, because this will come important later on. It gives us something we will need. Alright, is there anything else? No, not really. Alright, let's see if there's any more cutscenes. Then we'll do the advancement of the story, and then we'll call it. Hello.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably?
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
Well, that sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
But puzzles give you a chance to test your wits. To prove you're smart enough to beat whoever designed it.
Ugh.
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It had these 3 poles with sets of different sized rings on 2 of the poles.
And you had to move the rings over to the 3rd pole? And the rings had to be sized right and crap?
Yes! You've seen it.
That thing is Vashadon.
I'd appreciate it if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts unless Balara tells you it's okay.
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you, though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
Get some rest. We'll be in the thick of it soon enough.
Okay. I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
I do love that if you pick the trap question, you can get 3 different traps that they've been through. It's all... And they're all different types of traps, too. I like it. Alright, we need you. Don't need. Okay. Jump in! That's my boy Hassan.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever Griffons feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Sounds like the perfect soldier. And even flies.
Aerial cavalry. A full-grown griffin is a force of nature. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every Griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I don't know. It's like asking a fish to crawl on land. It might work at first, but it's not gonna end well.
Fair point. Griffons are darkspawn hunters at heart.
This one sure takes after his dad.
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Such a good boy. Love Hassan. I love if you find him just sitting out and about, you can pet him too. It's always great. Alright, next one. How you doing, Laconis?
I can't believe you found the end.
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then.
Of course, man. Alright, Tash has something to say. Soda, we can give something to give to, brain fart. Emmerich, there we go. Oh, it's Tash's room. I was wondering where that smoke was coming from. Oop.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
The Hall of Valor actually is a pretty good thing to do. It will give you Lords of Fortune buff, or boons. Beating 10 of them will give you a unique artifact, or unique accessory. And if you bring Tash with you, you'll get bonded points with them. So, bring them with you. Oh, so pretty in here.
Greetings, Rook. How thoughtful, Rook.
I really like it too. Fit for a necromancer. Alright, let's see if there's any more dialogue bits, and then we'll head over and do the thing. No one? Good, good. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to head to Docktown, and we're going to do this side quest first. The reason why we're doing this is because it's a lot easier with what's coming up. I'm actually going to fast travel here, make a hard save as soon as it loads. And once we finish the cutscene, I'll reload. This will give us a bunch of new cutscenes over in the lighthouse, which I don't want to do right now. But later on, we'll have a 20-minute cutscene when we go back to the lighthouse,
Father gives
which
me
I'll
the
explain in a
life my
second.
daddy needs. Some to those who need it.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Adar, the man who led us all.
Your surname is Adar? We have a Kunari on the team who breathes fire, and the Kunari call her an Adari.
I've earned my share of rumors, but no one has ever said I breathed fire. Harding mentioned Tash, though. I'd love to meet her when matters are less pressing.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori help make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
Morrigan is right. Solus is dangerous. Anything that gives us some insight into his plans. He fooled us all before, and the whole world very nearly paid the price for it.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
So that's why I wanted to do this cutscene, to show you that off. The wolf statuettes give us cutscenes, or a bit of look into the mind of Solus. It's super useful in giving us context and lore. If you collect them all, you get cutscenes. Or well, you don't need to collect them all. You get them each time you get one. You can do a cutscene. You're supposed to, air quote, keyword supposed to, air quotes, start hunting them now, and then go back to the lighthouse. I have to collect a new one, watch it, yada yada yada. But where's the fun in that? I collect them all the time. So this means that when we get back, we're probably going to have a half-hour cutscene. I didn't want to do this cutscene and then go into a half-hour of more cutscenes. I wanted to get the cutscenes done first so we can go from there. So yeah, we're going to end here though. I am going to give you one bit of fun advice. Well, not fun advice, importance. This area is where we first came here when we were in Docktown. It's where we found the guy who was doing the thing, you know, whose daddy helped him get out of trouble. You can come back here at any point in time. I just haven't because I'm stupid, I keep forgetting. But down here is another statue to Fen'Harel to give you a skill point. I'm bringing this up because it's easy to forget. I'll be going to do that like pretty much right now as well, so yeah. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed the set. I'll see you all next time when we continue on from here. But till then, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.